Tonight, off-road crash. A deadly accident in California claims 8 lives, including a Las Vegas woman. Senate candidate Sharon Engel opens up about education, why she says it's time for change, and why you could soon receive an automated message from someone claiming to be a friend of Costco shooting victim Eric Scott.
This is News 3 at 11 with Gerard Romalo.
Tragedy across state lines. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. An accident at an off-road race in California claims the life of a Las Vegas woman. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at the sport that's gaining nationwide attention. News 3's Anita Roman joins us live in the studio tonight. Anita, this crash affects a lot of people, fans and drivers alike.
Gerard, the entire off-road community, which is huge here in town, is grieving over this horrific accident. Postings on popular off-road websites call it the darkest day in off-road racing history. One Valley man, more familiar with the sport than perhaps anyone else, explained to us how it all works and how he stays safe.
Witnesses described the scene as ugly.
People were screaming and it was horrible.
On Saturday night, the driver of this truck lost control during a 200-mile off-road race in the open Mojave Desert.
Came up and caught air and got a little sideways, and I just seen people start scrambling.
8 people were killed, including 20-year-old Las Vegas resident Danica Franzik.
She became a fan on my fan page about 3 weeks ago. And it's just very, very tragic that she had to lose her life.
BJ Baldwin is one of only 5 professional off-road racers nationwide that make a living driving. The Las Vegas resident doesn't remember ever hearing about an accident of this magnitude. Baldwin has been involved in the sport for 14 years. He has participated and won some top races, including the Baja 1000.
The race trucks, when they're not racing, they typically look like this.
Baldwin says his focus is always safety, as it is for most other drivers, but sometimes things can go horribly wrong.
I don't know the details of the accident, but I'm sure the driver did not, mean to make a mistake. If he even made a mistake, it could be a mechanical failure. There's a number of different things that can go wrong in a race vehicle that can cause the vehicle to crash without the driver making a mistake.
He didn't have things roped off and people set further back. If people were another 15, 20 feet back, he would have had more of a chance to get away.
Witnesses at the scene of the crash say spectators were standing just a few feet away from the vehicles, which Baldwin says reached speeds of 140 miles an hour, leaving many wondering if that needs to change.
And Baldwin says there are strict safety guidelines in place and that every vehicle racing has to pass an inspection. But he also says when it comes to spectators, they can get pretty close. They are out in the open desert. And he says when he races in Mexico, for example, people actually reach out to touch the truck. Gerard?
Wow, that's amazing. I'm sure they'll be taking a closer look at these guidelines. Anita, thank you very much. The driver of the truck that crashed in California, by the way, 28-year-old Brett Sloppy, was not hurt. He has not been charged, and police say alcohol was not a factor in the accident.